This video contains a paid integration with Songmont. More on that in a moment. Greetings, welcome back to what will no doubt be a riveting video. It is all about my SEZANE pieces, and I'm actually calling out some favorites, ones that I would wholeheartedly recommend, and I'm also sharing some new SEZANE-ness in my wardrobe. I have a lot of pieces that I wanted to talk you through, a lot of pieces that have featured in my previous videos that I have integrated into my wardrobe and have loved and have really worked for me in my lifestyle and my body shape, and also some new bits that I wanted to sort of weigh in and share my views on. Let's get cracking. So the first top that I have to share with you is a ribbed tank top with a high neck. I have about 5 of these in my wardrobe, not from SEZANE. I've got some from Anine Bing, from Totem, from Everlane. The SEZANE one, which is called the Marcelo top, is an excellent one. It's excellent quality. The rib fabric is really comfortable. It washes really well. It's a nice fit. So I would recommend this top if you're looking for a basic, this particular style. I think amongst all of the high neck tank tops that I've got in my wardrobe, I would put SEZANE up there with the same quality as St. Anine Bing. They're the 2 tops that I would happily recommend. They're just incredibly comfortable. I got this one in a size extra small. I am typically a size Australian 8, and I have in previous unboxings of SEZANE orders tried on this Marcelo top in other colors as well. So I'll pop some of that imagery up for you. But the one that is stuck around is the striped version, just because I like layering it under my blazers for work, particularly for summer workwear, but I also like how it pairs with jeans. Meanwhile, like a lot of the SEZANE pieces that I have in my wardrobe, because I've been shopping from SEZANE now for a few years, like if you do a search on my channel for the particular item, I reckon you'll be able to find me trying it on and sharing my thoughts. Even if it's not here, you'll be able to see it on my frame if you are petite like me and also a size 8. But yes, I have shared thoughts on a lot of their pieces, so that might be like a tip for you to do after you watch this video, of course. The next top that I have to share is a shirt, and quite frankly, I think that the SEZANE shirts are fantastic. This is the Max shirt, which is an oversized style. I really love this shirt. I have worn it so much to the office, also on weekends and things like that. Not all Max shirts are made the same. I say that in relation to the fabric composition, because if you buy a different color or a specific print, then it will be made in a different fabric. And so that's something to note across all of SEZANE's range. You might like a style, but it's not one of those things where you will be guaranteed the same sort of fabric if you buy it in different colors or different prints. The Max shirt is definitely one of those. And I say this because I think the fabric composition of this shirt is stellar. Now it is specifically 70% cotton, 30% linen. I think that it retains its structure, it's breathable, it's a great summer shirt, but it's also great for layering in the cold season, particularly if you live in Australia where it's a little bit milder. But yes, this particular fabric composition is the one that I would recommend from this style. I think that there is probably a bit more versatility with a striped blue shirt than there is just a plain blue shirt, but this is an incredible shirt. And a recent new acquisition, this is from my most recent SEZANE purchases, is the Tomboy Shirt. Now the Tomboy Shirt has a different cut to the Max, so it's not as oversized, and so what I did was I sized up in this one. I got myself a size 38, whereas in the Max shirt I got myself a size 36. I really love this one too. What I did was I strategically filtered and made sure that I got the same fabric composition as that one, the cotton linen 70-30 mix, and it is amazing. I guess they are kind of similar in like what they offer, but they are slightly different cuts, and I do like having a striped green version up my sleeve. When I have worn it, I have already received a lot of questions as to where I got it from, and I would happily recommend this one. I think that it is just incredible quality. It offers a bit of structure, a bit of slouch. It's the perfect shirt. So yes, would recommend the Tomboy shirt and the Max shirt. Before I share with you the next item, let's hear a quick word from the sponsor of today's video. Guys, check out my new bag. It's from Songmont, a contemporary handbag label, and I am really excited to be partnering with them for today's video. Now I have here the Drippy Roof bag, which is one of their newer styles, and I've got it in the ivory pebbled leather. They have so many different bags on offer. Their range is incredible. They've got a heap of minimal bags. They've got a heap of bags that have a bit of a sculptural element to them. Depending on what you're after in a bag, like if you want something that's smaller, a bit of a runaround bag, or whether you want something that's a little bit larger that can fit all of your gear if you want to take it with you to work, they have you covered. I chose this bag because I really love the sculptural design, but I wanted a bag that could actually fit all of the gear that I need to take with me. The color goes with everything, as you can see from the various outfits that I've styled. It goes with neutrals, it goes with bright tones. It packs a punch when it comes to capacity. Let me just share with you what I've packed inside it. Songwon have been around since 2013 and they really pride themselves on their craftsmanship as well as the premium fabrics that they use. Now that I've had a play with this guy for the past few weeks, those things are very apparent to me. Not only do they do bags, but they also do charms as well. So if you wanted to personalize your bag and add a little bit of a fun touch to it, they have a whole range of charms. Thank you so much to Songwon for sponsoring today's video. I will have this bag linked in the description section below. Let's get back to all of the SEZANE goodness. Another top. This is probably one of the very first tops that I bought from SEZANE all of those years ago. This sort of sparked my SEZANE love affair. This particular top is very well made. The fabric is really quite thick and robust. I think that this Colette top is one that I will be wearing for a very long time. I've been really impressed with the quality. I got myself the size extra small and I think that it's a nice kind of loose fit on me. It's not too long, it's not too cropped. It washes very well. This has been laundered many a time and I think it still looks like it's in pretty good nick. I really think that this is an excellent wardrobe staple. Another really popular SEZANE piece that I guess I would say went viral is the Leontine Knit. A classic kind of Henley style knit top with these slightly looser sleeves. I got myself the size extra small and I have previously owned the navy version as well, so the reverse colorway, but I found that whenever I have the same item in two colors, I end up wearing just the one and I ended up just gravitating more towards this, and so that one I ended up rehoming. This has been in my wardrobe for so long and it's still holding up so nicely. It is made of 100% cotton. I think it's just a really simple but beautiful knit, which you can layer, which you can wear as a top. Looks great with jeans. A very simple top to sort of create, but I think that the real deal SEZANE version is one that is worth the investment, particularly because it's just a very premium finish. So yeah, Leontine Knit. We are moving on to jackets. Okay, so a style that is hugely popular is the Will jacket. And I have a few thoughts to share about the Will jacket because I have tried it over the years in many different fabrics, in many different colors, but I have settled thoughts on it now. So here we have the Will jacket, which is still new with tags. This isn't the first time that I've bought this specific Will jacket in this specific fabric. I previously bought it a couple of years ago in this color in the size extra small. And the size extra small was good, but I just found that like it's more of a shirt than it is a jacket, but then I like my shirts now to be a bit more oversized. So I found that I wasn't gravitating towards my Will jackets very much because I kept buying myself the size extra small. I think the sizing notes say as well that if you're between sizes, you should opt for the smaller size. And so I have had the Will jacket in denim in a size extra small, in the yellow mustardy suede, in the tan suede, and I've just subsequently either returned them or sold them. But now the very complicated solution to that problem was to size up. I know, I cracked the code. I feel like I've solved a lot of the world's problems. The larger size is what I think everybody needs. I think the Will looks great when it's slouchy, and you've got to think about it like a shirt, an oversized shirt that you kind of want to cuff up, you want to layer it underneath and wear it as a jacket, that kind of idea. Because I don't think that it looks like a jacket. It's quite minimal in its aesthetic. But characteristics of what make it a Will are the fact that it's a bit of a long line jacket. It's got these pockets here. It's a really simple but beautifully made piece, and it comes in so many different fabrications. So it comes in denim. Obviously the denim ones are going to be at a better price point. It comes in so many different fabrics, but I think that the ones that are the best are the suede ones because it's a really good price point for a suede jacket. Suede jackets come in many different shapes and sizes, and the price range of suede jackets can vary quite vastly across the range, but I think that this is a really good price point for the type of suede jacket that you're getting. The mustard shade I really liked as well. I just found that it was just a little bit too small for me. It's definitely one that I kind of wish that I bought in the right size, and so when I recommend the Will style, absolutely just make sure you get your sizing right. Next is the Christy Jacket, which is a signature style. I think that it's just a universally very flattering cut, particularly if you are keen on double-breasted silhouette jacket. So I have this one in the black tartan, which a lot of people in Sydney from a particular school have highlighted the fact that it's the same tartan print as their private school. I didn't go to a private school, but I just find that really funny because then I think it got shared on their alumni page. Like, hey, check out this SEZANE jacket worn by Virginia that is like the same as our school uniform and she's wearing it as fashion. I'm sorry if it brings brings up school memories for those people, but I actually quite like the black tartan shade, particularly if you wear a lot of navy like me. I think it also looks great with jeans, but a bit of a boxier sort of style, not as long line, but it's not cropped either. It sits perfectly in the middle. The wool is obviously something that I wear in the cooler season. I don't typically wear this one when it is boiling hot. I have this one in a size 36, which is the equivalent of a size Australian 8. This one is a very serviceable and stylish jacket. Another very serviceable and stylish jacket that is also a double-breasted style, slightly longer line, is the Michelle jacket. Now this one I don't think is available in this color anymore, but in terms of the cut, I've really enjoyed wearing this one. I've styled it many, many times on my Instagram. It is the only pink blazer that I have in my wardrobe, but I think that it is an excellent cut. I wear this one to work. I don't wear either of my SEZANE blazers on weekends. I just find that they're just a little bit too dressy. But date nights, yes, they would work for date nights. It's just a very well-made blazer. It's got these sort of patch pockets here at the front, another pocket here that's sealed shut. I haven't actually unpicked it, but it's obviously functional as well. The arms on this one are slightly long, and I just sort of zhuzh them up and fold them up to my elbows. I don't mind that look because I want it to be a little bit undone in my style. And I got myself a size 36 in this one as well. I really like the pink tone as well. It's been my pop of pink blazer, and they've held up really well too. I mean, this is a few years old now. Both of them are a few years old actually, and they still look new. So no issues with those. Final jacket that I have, so many people have weighed in on this particular style online. We have the iconic Scott Trench, which I think is a fantastic double-breasted trench coat in that neutral beige tone. So if you've been after a Burberry, which was me for the longest time before I bought this, may I suggest a SEZANE trench instead. It comes in at 1/10 of the price of a Burberry trench coat, and it is really well made. It's got all of the details that you would expect. It has a lovely oversized cut. I got myself the size 36. It is a fantastic length. You don't have to get it hemmed if you are petite, 5'2" like me. It's not made of that sort of weather resistant fabric that you will find from other brands. I think I should note this because if you are caught in the rain in this, then the rain beads and then it will ultimately absorb. So it's not something that I typically reach for during the wet weather, but it is an excellent jacket when it is not raining, like when it's windy or cold. Great for layering. It's got like the details at the cuffs here. Yeah, it's a really, really stellar trench coat, which I have reviewed on the blog just to share with you all of the different ways that I have been able to style it. And it also featured in my YouTube video where I initially tried this one on. All of these I would recommend just because they're fantastic. I know that there is the new Clyde Trench. That is the new single-breasted version that's been out now for the past year. And they've also got a cropped version of that as well. I really like the look of that one. If I didn't have my vintage Burberry coats in my collection, I would absolutely have bought that one too. That's one that I think would be lovely as well. So I'll also link that one for you if you are after a single-breasted long jacket. But I think that SEZANE jackets, compared to say like a Burberry version, I think that they are fantastic and definitely comparable in terms of like the aesthetic and what you get out of it. So there we go. I have a dress that I wanted to talk you through. This is called the Arma Dress, and it's in their like really cute brown polka dot fabric that is a really premium linen fabrication. So the dress is quite short and it's got these cute puffy sleeves, bow tie detail at the back. This dress has been offered in heaps of different colors. It's constantly released in new prints, but I really was drawn to this particular print and I'm so happy that it's in my collection. I think that it looks great with tall boots. I've got chocolate brown ones that work in terms of the tones. This doesn't feature in my favorites because I haven't had a chance to properly wear it enough. I am featuring it because it is new. Finally, a pair of shoes that I wanted to talk you through, bit of more newness from SEZANE, which I have a feeling will become a favorite, is a pair of their Caroline loafers. They are so cute and sweet, are they not? I love how they've got that sort of vintage feel about them, and they're like part boat shoe, part brogue, part loafer. They've got like multiple personalities, I think, just all embedded in the shoe. Now I got myself a size UK 5, US 7. I'm typically a size Australian 6.5, which is the equivalent of US 6.5. And I find that these are a little bit big. If you're a half size, I would recommend that you size down. Otherwise, you might find that they're a little bit big. And so what I have done is I've had to rely on my bed footwear insoles and actually put them inside the shoes for now just to make them not not so big, but that's solved the problem for me. I think that they're lovely. I think that the leather is really top quality. This is the first pair of shoes that I've ever tried from SEZANE as well. I was tossing up between whether to get the suede version or this version, but I ultimately thought, like, what if it rains and I don't really want the suede versions to get wrecked? I don't know whether they have like longevity about them. So I ended up getting these ones. I'm really happy with these though. I think that the glossy chocolate leather is just a really lovely addition of texture into my outfits. So yes, that is them. I've already styled them a few times in some outfits, which I'm sure are littering the screen at the moment in their B-roll glory, but would highly recommend these. So that's it guys. Those are all of my SEZANE favorites, as well as some new SEZANE bits in my wardrobe. Let me know if you have any questions, pop them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you liked hanging out with me, then be sure to follow me on my other social media platforms like Instagram and TikTok, my newsletter, my blog. Thank you so much to Songmont for sponsoring a portion of today's video. That bag that you see down there, I'll also have linked in the description section for you below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!